Alright, today I'm going to share the benefit of my 50 years of learning and mistakes on what I think it takes to be a man today in this modern madness. Some may say these suggestions are old-fashioned or out of date, but I believe a man is a man whatever period he lives in, and noble and good behaviour does not change, even though modern fashions might. So I'm going to make about 6 main points here. The first suggestion is that you treat women like women. Despite what some people might say, women and men are different. They're physically different in general. And if you're physically able, I suggest that you do hold doors open for women, that you do offer to help them with heavy tasks. Some may refuse such offers. That's fine. Leave them to that. But don't change your behaviour due to these few. In fact, in general, don't change your behaviour due to what others think you should be doing if you think your actions are right and proper. Most women, if you help them, will be grateful or at least pleasant about it. The second suggestion is self-control, self-mastery. That means mastering your passions. Try not to let yourself get angry. Try to demonstrate patience. Losing your temper and becoming impatient is a lack of self-control. Similarly, don't eat excessively and moderate your intake of alcohol. And in relation to girls and women, if you see them dressed alluringly, then do not ogle her. Do not look at her any more than you would anyone else. Otherwise, she is controlling your behaviour. If you can't control yourself, then perhaps it's best just to completely avert your eyes in such cases until you can control yourself. So now the next point is about language and speech. Speak precisely. Say what you mean clearly and don't say things that are unnecessary. For most of us, this means speaking less. Resist speaking out of nervousness or to fill up gaps. Avoid swearing. Some men do this. It's often an attempt to appear tough or manly. It's not. The miners who were involved in the Eureka Stockade in Ballarat in the 1850s were brave, tough men, and they were noted for their formality and correctness of speech, which is on the historical record. And you can see a link at the bottom of this video that takes you to that speech, and you can read it for yourself. Edit your jokes. A few men are naturally witty. Most of us are not. Keep your jokes at the minimum. That is, the ones that are really appropriate. A confident man does not need to rely on jokes to appear confident or clever or popular. Crude jokes should be avoided entirely. They are unworthy of a true man. Point 5. Develop both courage and humility. Have the courage to speak and act according to what you think is right, regardless of others, and have the humility to be corrected when wrong. Now, point 6, one of the last and perhaps one of the most important points. Sex is about the intimacy between two people. So take pleasure in being close to each other and being with each other. Forget everything you might have seen in the movies or in even worse forums. Sex should be both tender and respectful, a chance to enjoy each other with love. The physical pleasure should be just an accompaniment to the spiritual closeness you feel for each other. If you are prioritising sexual pleasure over the adoration of each other, then one or both of you is in some way damaged by what you've seen or experienced in the past. As such, don't engage in oral sex in any form. It's not appropriate for intimacy, but is rather seeking merely sensual and sexual pleasure over being together and being with each other. Okay, that's my advice. Take it or leave it. I think it's still relevant advice today, maybe more so than ever, given the confusion in the world. I wish you the best.